As you can hear, I speak in English, but I'm French. Usually, when I speak English in my videos, I prepare all my text, so I know what to say. But today is not the case. So wish me luck. I wanted to tell you about my recent trip to the USA, and specifically Anthrocon. I went there to meet some friends. It's really my first furry convention. I've done many conventions, but not furries, but not furry ones. It was also my first time traveling alone without my parents. I traveled a lot with my parents, so I'm used to everything, like the airport, the planes, and hotel convention center. The place is so big. In France, I work in a lot of convention center, but this one is by far the biggest. I've met some incredible person, some great friends. It was just amazing. And to see all these furries I've only seen online. The furries that inspired me to go in the fandom. I've seen them in real life. That was strange. Furries in the US act way differently as in France. They are much more friendly. It's really easy to speak to them. And I even got recognized since I make videos on internet. I've heard guys behind me telling, "Oh, it's Sarah. I've seen some videos of her." That was funny. As I told you, I went there to meet some friends. Here they are. Do you recognize some of them? You are called the ASMR.